What up everyone, Clayton here, and today we're back with another Elder Scrolls 6 discussion video, and today I kind of wanted to talk about settlement. So if you played Fallout 4, they added the new settlement system. We can have settlers in these settlements, and you can build your own towns, you can build whatever you really want. And since most games, Bethesda's kind of fall in line, like if you look at Oblivion and Fallout 3, there's a lot of similarities in like the engine and how things work. And just like little things that if you played both games a lot, you can kind of see some mirrored things. So would they add some of the same content between Fallout 4 and the next Elder Scrolls game? Well, that's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. So, like I'd explained, settlements are pretty easy to understand. It's pretty much you gain materials throughout the world, and then you build towns, cities, whatever you really want. And you have settlers, and you kind of have to take care of them, setting up defenses and things like that. Could this be even a possibility in an Elder Scrolls game? Would it really fit in with the lore? In Elder Scrolls Skyrim, you could actually build houses with Hearthfire and kind of set up your own little settlement, and air quotes here. You could have stables, you could have people living with you, you could have giant big houses, you could actually have, like, I think you could have traders coming into your town. I think that was something that happened. I don't remember. You can have stewards that would buy you supplies and stuff like that. So it kind of would fit in with the lore, but big whole settlements, I don't know if that would really work. Maybe building your own town could be something that's kind of cool and unique in the game, and you don't really see in a lot of other RPGs that I've heard of. And bear in mind, I don't really play a lot of RPGs besides Skyrim, but I think it would be really cool, and it would actually I think it would fit with the lore. You could build your own town, you can build your own settlement, and maybe you could raise it to hold your own banners. Maybe kind of a Game of Thrones things where you have your own banners, like this is the banner of the Dovahkiin or some shit like that. I think it'd be really cool and something that would be unique for the game, and I don't think it would be kind of a gimmick like in Fallout 4, like, oh, we have to have settlements in all of our games. I feel like Bethesda would have to make an active decision and say, this is something that we enjoyed doing in the last game, and I think that would benefit this game greatly. And to be honest, in my opinion, I really hope they don't have settlements. So that might be kind of weird to say, but I felt like Fallout 4 relied heavily on settlements as part of their gameplay and your game time when you play the game. If you don't really go into settlements, you're missing a lot of game, to be honest. That's why for me Fallout 4 seemed like a very short game, because I didn't really care about settlements. I thought they were boring. I hated Preston Garvey because he kept fucking asking me to go to different settlements and stuff like that. I really just didn't enjoy it. So I really hope they don't add settlements into the next Elder Scrolls game. I understand a lot of people would like that kind of thing, and I think they should have a Hearthfire type thing in the game where you can build your own house, but I honestly don't think settlements is a good idea for Elder Scrolls games, because Elder Scrolls games and Fallout games need to be big and expansive to hold the attention of your fan base. I feel like Fallout 4 for me, I did everything, you know, like I have about 60 hours into the game, which you might think is a lot, but when you play hundreds and hundreds of Skyrim and you still find new things, it's amazing. But Fallout 4, I felt like I just completed everything so much because I spent so much time trying to implement this settlement system. And I don't think it would be good for the next Elder Scrolls game to have a settlement type system. Hearthfire type of thing would be amazing, building houses. And I also don't think the material gathering system of Fallout 4 is good. I think it's bad. I think it's really bad, because you just, you know, over encumbered with all this shit you pick up because you might need it, you know what I mean? And you need a lot of the stuff. If you want to build a whole town, you need a shit ton of wood, a shit ton of pretty much everything, rubber, nails, screws, and there's so much stuff you have to pick up. I don't think it would be good fit for the game of Elder Scrolls game, and I really hope they don't add it. And yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents on settlements and why I don't think they should be in the next Elder Scrolls game, and I really don't think they should be. And just kind of an overall summary is because I think Bethesda would spend too much time implementing the settlement system and kind of miss the mark for quests and general experience in the game, kind of how they did in Fallout 4. I think the gathering of materials to build the place is super time consuming and not fun. It feels like kind of a grind and like an MMO trying to get like the highest level endgame gear. It's just not fun to do. If they could implement a system that it's fun to gather these materials, I'd be super down with it. Because even Hearthfire is kind of shitty to actually, get all the stuff. Because you needed so much iron, you needed so much wood, and it cost you so much gold. Which I understand it should cost you a lot of money to do it. But just being in menu saying I want to buy wood, and keep hitting A, keep hitting A, keep hitting A, it's not a good system. And yeah, that's pretty much my two major things. I don't really know if it would fit building a whole settlement in an Elder Scrolls game. Town, like maybe a couple like buildings would be okay, but I don't know how a town would actually fit in. So I really hope they don't put settlements into the next Elder Scrolls game, and I really don't hope they follow in the footsteps that Bethesda thinks they need to have a settlement-based thing in every single Bethesda RPG going forward. But anyways, make sure to leave your ideas about settlements in the next Elder Scrolls game down below. I know I'm kind of rambling, but these are what these Elder Scrolls 6 discussions are, because I really like to ramble about bullshit, and I think it's just really fun, and I like to get get stuff off my mind and kind of explain it to you guys, and maybe get you guys thinking about the same thing. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like on this. I'd really, really appreciate it. And this is Clayton, signing out.